Alrighty then. What do we got here? Approach, attachment. That's very risky to do. I know all the AI love it, but you are in fact giving away a lot of influence for not a lot of points early on. And that's the problem. Like, this is an okay thing more towards mid-game, but it really relies on the timing of this take. If you get to take this, then you get like 15-point corners, fantastic. If you're too late and you don't get it, then you've really only made like the 6 points on top solid, and we're giving away a lot of influence. So if you get a lot of influence and they get to keep, go away, back, thank you, and they get to keep this later, then we just feel really, really bad. So it's fine, but I've seen this attachment just lose games before.
Yeah, it's highly recommended lately by AI. That's basically the only variation it gives.
Okay, well, I mean, don't have to worry with the influence now because black is now giving away influence as well. Let's see, what are we doing here? I think you really need to push one more time before you play away. That way the Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones does not come back and bite us. Like, this is absolutely Sente because we can't allow for this. Even playing the Hane in response to it would be bad, because now we've got 2 different groups. One has 3 liberties, the other one has 4. Black or white is immortal on the bottom. So this is just going to be very, very unfortunate. So if you're going to do this, must extend. Then you can go back and take the enclosure, but the enclosure might be okay. As a result of that, though, this turn is going to be so huge because it's Sente. I think we have to play here immediately and like then play here. And that's just a lot of influence on 2 sides of the board. Pincering directly is okay. I've always preferred kicking and pincering, but it's fine. Okay, white jumps out. So that means that we probably want to follow for a little while. What's great about following from this position is we can anticipate another jump. And don't you know it, you've got the perfect poke ready to go ahead and grab that, and then maybe some territory on the right, while they still have yet to make an eye. So easy forcing moves. This is okay, but they get to take your big move now, which is unfortunate, since white should have been, see the variation. Yeah, white should have been jumping still, and black should be picking up some points here. Again, Sente, because white does not want to see this move on the board because this area is just getting insanely large. So, whoops, cancel that, thank you. So that probably gonna be a forcing to get 5 in. But instead of that, we get the turn in now, and then, or we could have had the turn in, and that eliminates the whole variation. Even worse, if white gets stronger here, go away black, might be able to play this one. If 015 suddenly stronger, maybe white gets to completely surround your corner now, whereas before, we should be potentially out and making points. So big difference. That is huge direction of play. Oh, hello. Welcome back, sir. Glad to see you making it back on the board. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hello. Normally, I poke this one because usually they're just trying to get 2 eyes immediately. And one way to just like deny that is just ensure they can't make this sort of shape. It does offer up the corner, but that corner is pretty small, in my opinion, compared to cutting through this and getting a, what is this, 10-9, 8 stone wall. All right, jumping away with a small knight's not the worst, but you get to go into the 4th line, so that's good. As for white, I just jump out straight. Okay. And this is where I expect to see something die, because we have 1 with perhaps an eye, 2 with no eyes, and they're both going to try to live in essentially this little boxy area. So as long as black keeps staying separated, something's getting surrounded. So deny a base and force to, okay. I'd keep it simple. Just be like, hey, you run away. And then just threaten to surround. Because he cannot come out with both groups simultaneously. And the group that he does not run out with, the other one's gonna get surrounded. So it's nice and simple. Make sure he can't get a base, he runs, and then just split. Very, very basic splitting attack. You probably want to cap that right, yeah. Drop down? Could. I feel like we could also play here first, but it shouldn't be required. But yeah, these 2 stones are dead. Okay, that's a bit of a scam. If we play here, his next move will not be this one. So the 2 stones do die. Darn. I'm not going to say whenever someone's poking at your cutting point that they are absolutely scamming you. But I will say most of the time when I see a poke against like this 3/3 invasion wall that we have here, white doesn't really want to take advantage or take the follow-up of actually cut because that separation is usually huge. And I think that's what we're seeing here too. Because yeah, there's no way white plays this. Because you can't kill the 2 stones. Remember, this is still really, really huge. So we're going to be fine here. The turn Sente, we still have room to get like a base down in here. But all right, we missed that. Oh, we got that one in though. Okay, that's good. And now base. All right, basey base, I like. 24-point corner, that's painful. This is probably going to die. There are some variations there that might yield something, but it's usually only with outside odds. Like if we have a stone here, for example, we could try to do some kind of invasion like this, and that might work. But straight up, this will die.
So I thought it's a call if you play like that, but
as long as white can hold this variation, then black's dead local. That's one of the reasons why the AI began playing the double small knights, because there are variations to kill it. In fact, sometimes it's weird because this was like something that we taught not to do forever and ever and ever. But sometimes even the small knight into a large knight ends up in just a straight kill on the corner, unless there's outside Aji. What? Excuse me? You got what you wanted. Stop doing that, OGS. I'll kill you.
yeah.
Yeah. we get to live now.
He changed his mind. He wanted another corner.
That's also kind of, I actually kind of like that. I don't think it's the right move right now, but I like the demonstration of how if you follow up that low territorial count Jiseki too early, it leads to disaster. In this case, the bottom left-hand corner is just going to die. Because we're going to see this one, I assume? No? What? Oh, usually we extend first and sacrifice it. It's better for like a co-threat or whatever, because we can still go ahead and play like B15 as a threat later on. But yeah, we do that one, and then we can play like the big move. Or in this case, actually, this one's probably bigger. And the minute we see 5 on the board, we know that the cut on the upper left, which is way too early. Because the left is just worth so many points, and we can still extend. Like you can envision white just breaking out all the way over to here, potentially still. Technically, B15 was a co-threat. There's no real reason to play it. And now we're being a little greedy and not taking our points. Because if black just slaps a stone down there, and you can't kill that, then where are our points for white? Like, we've got solid points here. Probably like some points up in here. There might be one over there. And then I'll grant, this will just make some points naturally somehow. But yeah, we're really struggling to get above 20 points, unless we go back and kill the bottom left-hand corner, of course. So this would make things really, really tough because you can't kill one. Okay, we're gonna attack. I like that too. But yeah, I would probably want to strengthen and not make elephant die. Not really a fan of that. And sad part is, it's kind of sente to fix that elephant eye because we could play here and then here. And at this point, we can see a complete enclose on the white stones. So possible death here. But yeah, this gives white an out. Ordinarily, we'd want to avoid the bottom group connecting to some top group because they're not alive. I'm gonna say that's a little bit small. Because if he plays, let's say you play somewhere else, there, and he fixes, well, then you can fix, and then we're completely fine, right? Easy shape. So it's not vital to our life to kill those two stones. And if it's not vital to kill them, then we can do something else. Like, well, okay, like one, that's actually a good move. Or separate this again. See if we can stop this little middle group. And it's a journey to connect to the top of the board. Because if this has to suddenly run away, then you'll notice what happens to the middle group again. It's like, oh, hey, this thing's being surrounded again. That is the beauty of a splitting attack. Yeah, this is a little bit too aggressive because we're fighting over something that can't make two eyes there anyway. So we should really be asking, like, can I poke in here? Can I poke in here? Can I separate these two groups? You know, things like that first. Because yeah, top will live. Now we've got the weak stones. So do we have to play here? If we have to play this, that's painful because you know the very next move, white's just going to be like, oh, I'm out. I'm out. See ya. I'm gone. No more attacks on me, sir. Or this. Yeah. I like the kind of leaning thing we got going here. I see the idea. We're trying to reduce an attack. Very, very brave. I would say maybe here first to keep this left under control. Because my worry here is we play this, and then what if literally white just plays here and says, I'm going to just keep building. What are you going to do? Don't like it? Stop me. Like, I like that this move has an obvious follow-up of I'm going to go in and ruin all of your points. And if this is defended, then we're not surrounded, so we can just come on out. And anything we come out with inadvertently attacks the right-hand little group of white stones. So we're doing two things at once. Ooh, okay, now we have to be very, very quiet and see if maybe white doesn't notice we're surrounding all of his stones. Let's see if he doesn't. Oh, you're giving the game away. Sente as long as possible. This could be okay because you can threaten to Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones. You can double. Some better. Like this one. And then maybe the surround. And then, yeah, maybe these white stones are all dead. Then we got a nice little upset. 8Q wins versus 4Q.
All right.
Oh my God, he's still going for it. Okay, now he's just taunting you. Now, oh God, he's just taunting you. White, buddy, you need to escape, man. This is literally your last attempt to retreat and make sure you're alive.
Yeah,
because we are. Sorry, what? I think
So
maybe he thinks that this is a lie, but the undercut connects either way you look at it. And there's no really clear way. Oops, that doesn't make sense. And there's no really clear way to bamboozle ourselves 2 eyes here. So I think if we get surrounded, we're just gonna die.